Tonight, Metro Atlanta is facing something commuters here haven't seen in a long time. Imagine leaving work on a normal Thursday evening only to find major highways suddenly underwater. Just after 7 p.m., floodwaters swallowed stretches of Interstate 75 in minutes, turning exit ramps near Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport into fast-moving streams. Rain poured down at nearly 3 inches per hour, overwhelming drainage systems almost instantly. Drivers watched helplessly as water rose to their car doors, forcing many to abandon their vehicles to escape the rapidly rising currents. The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning, remaining in effect until at least 11:45 p.m. Meanwhile, ground operations at Hartsfield-Jackson have been paused until at least 11 p.m. as airport authorities scramble to prevent planes and service vehicles from becoming stranded on submerged taxiways and access roads. Inside the airport, thousands of travelers find themselves waiting indefinitely as lightning and downpours force air traffic controllers to temporarily evacuate their tower for safety. Deeper into the city, radar imagery shows widespread intense precipitation extending across Fulton, DeKalb, Clayton, Cobb, Cherokee, Forsyth, and Gwinnett counties. By 8:36 p.m., flood warnings were active across Atlanta, Decatur, Forest Park, College Park, Grant Park, and numerous neighborhoods adjacent to the airport. Local creeks and rivers, including Peachtree Creek, South River, Camp Creek, and segments of the Chattahoochee River, have burst their banks, submerging low-lying streets and underpasses under rushing brown torrents. In some communities, entire intersections are submerged, with vehicles nearly invisible beneath the rising water. Emergency responders have been working tirelessly to rescue those trapped by rapidly rising waters. One particularly harrowing rescue occurred near a low underpass, where water rose so quickly that it entered a vehicle's cabin, trapping its occupants. Firefighters waded into chest-high currents to bring them to safety. Across all communication channels tonight, the message remains clear: turn around, don't drown. What appears to be a shallow puddle can disable a car engine in seconds, trapping passengers inside as water levels surge unexpectedly. Meanwhile, electric crews are racing to repair widespread power outages. Gusty winds topping 50 miles per hour. In some areas have toppled trees, snapped branches, and torn down power lines. Georgia Power reports that more than 33,000 customers remain without electricity, while an additional 8,000 are in the dark under Georgia EMC coverage. In neighborhoods stretching from Midtown Atlanta to Cherokee County, transformers have failed, circuits remain offline, and utility repair teams are working through hazardous conditions to restore service before dawn. At Hartsfield-Jackson itself, the impact of the storm is unprecedented this season. Flights are grounded, arrivals and departures are paused, and stranded travelers fill concourses, glued to their devices for updates on when operations might resume. Even rideshare services and taxis are unable to reach pickup zones, as ramps and lower-level roadways are submerged by flash flooding. Maintenance crews are working under intense pressure to address both water damage and wind debris before air traffic can safely resume. As the night deepens, forecasters warn that monsoon-like rains are expected to persist. Additional waves of precipitation could materialize through the weekend, despite possible short-lived relief on Sunday and Monday ahead of 4th of July celebrations. Daily afternoon and evening showers remain likely until a cold front arrives midweek. Meteorologists predict highs in the upper 70s with lows in the upper 60s. Conditions primed for further heavy downpours as heat and humidity continue to build across the region. City officials are coordinating across multiple agencies to keep essential routes open and safe. Emergency shelters have been activated in flood-prone communities, while evacuation routes are being updated in real time to redirect traffic away from submerged roads. Residents are urged to delay any non-essential travel, remain indoors, and heed all weather advisories issued by local and national authorities. Overnight, work crews will continue clearing waterlogged lanes, removing fallen trees, and repairing damaged signage. Utility and safety technicians are patrolling neighborhoods to restore power for as many residents as possible before dawn. Communities across Metro Atlanta remain on heightened alert, as tonight's event serves as a stark reminder of the speed with which flash flooding can transform an urban landscape. Streets that were dry only minutes earlier are now impassable rivers, with cars, homes, and infrastructure all vulnerable to the storm's relentless assault. This flood marks one of the most disruptive weather events of the season, testing the region's infrastructure and emergency coordination capacity. With tens of thousands impacted by power outages, flooded highways, and grounded flights, city leaders are already focusing on damage assessments and recovery planning that will extend well into the holiday weekend. Further north, severe weather is unfolding across parts of North Dakota tonight. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch lasting through 1 a.m. CDT, covering Sheridan, Kidder, Wells, Burleigh, and Stutzman counties. Radar scans indicate fast-moving thunderstorm cells, with some storms prompting immediate severe thunderstorm warnings. Near Hartsfield in Wells County, powerful storms are moving southeast at 30 miles per hour, producing golf ball-sized hail and dangerous wind gusts, exceeding 60 miles per hour. These winds are strong enough to damage roofs, snap trees, down power lines, and create hazardous travel conditions across sparsely lit rural roads. Power outages are already being reported across the region, and electric cooperatives warn that restoration times may be extended in harder-hit rural areas due to downed lines and dangerous repair conditions. Residents are advised to remain indoors unless travel is absolutely essential, and to keep mobile devices fully charged in preparation for prolonged outages. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dive reports on real-time weather events happening around the world. Stay safe, stay alert, and we'll see you in the next one.